For centuries, scientists believed that organic compounds, the chemicals that make up all living things, could only be produced by living organisms. This idea, known as the vital force theory or vitalism, suggested that life itself contained a mysterious vital force that was necessary for the creation of these compounds. According to this belief, no one could make organic substances in the laboratory because life itself was required. A chemist tried for years to challenge this idea, but every known organic compound came from plants or animals, so the theory held strong. The vitalism theory was more than just a scientific idea. It shaped how people understood life and nature. It created a boundary between the living and the non-living, and for a long time, scientists accepted this as fact. Students learned that organic chemistry was fundamentally different from inorganic chemistry. The mystery of life seemed untouchable, and many believed it was impossible to recreate life's chemicals artificially. Then, in 1828, a young German chemist named Friedrich Wöhler stepped into the history books. Wöhler was curious, diligent, and fascinated by the reactions of chemical substances. At the time, he was experimenting with a compound called ammonium cyanate, which was completely inorganic and had no connection to living organisms. Wöhler was studying its properties, not aiming to create anything remarkable. But as often happens in science, serendipity played a role. One day, Wöhler heated ammonium cyanate under controlled conditions, and something extraordinary happened. The compound transformed into urea, a chemical that had until then only been known as a waste product produced by living beings. In one simple experiment, Wöhler had created the first organic compound from inorganic materials. He had shattered the long-standing boundary between the living and non-living worlds. To understand why this was revolutionary, consider what chemists believed before this moment. They thought life's molecules were magical or unattainable without a living system. The synthesis of urea proved that organic compounds follow the same chemical rules as all other substances. Life was no longer a mystery in terms of chemistry. It obeyed predictable, measurable laws. Wöhler's discovery did more than just challenge a theory. It redefined the scope of chemistry. Organic chemistry was no longer confined to substances extracted from plants or animals. Scientists could now study organic compounds in the laboratory, understand their structures, and even synthesize new compounds that had never existed in nature. This opened the doors to the modern world of chemistry. Medicines, dyes, plastics, and countless other innovations became possible because chemists now had the tools to manipulate organic molecules. The impact of Wöhler's work was not immediate. Many scientists initially overlooked the full significance of the experiment, but over time, the experiment inspired a generation of chemists, including Kolbe, Liebig, and others, to explore synthetic organic chemistry. It marked the true beginning of modern organic chemistry and ended the reign of vitalism in scientific thought. What makes Wöhler's achievement even more inspiring is its simplicity. A single lab experiment, carefully conducted and attentively observed, overturned centuries of widely accepted beliefs. It reminds us that curiosity, experimentation, and careful observation are the driving forces of scientific progress. Wöhler's work demonstrates that science is universal. The same chemical laws govern both living and non-living matter. In summary, Friedrich Wöhler's synthesis of urea from ammonium cyanate proved that organic compounds do not require a vital force, challenged the very notion that life was special in a chemical sense, and launched the modern era of organic chemistry. From this simple experiment emerged a world where chemists can create life's molecules in the lab, improve medicine, develop new materials, and continue to explore the mysteries of the natural world.